Hi, I'm Sydney, and today I'm going to be watching Pearl. Pearl came out in 2022, which was the same year that X came out, which I previously reacted to if you'd like to watch that. I know that it's a prequel to X about Pearl, obviously. And I have seen quite a few little moments of this movie just because of social media over the years since it's come out. But plot-wise, I don't really know what's going to happen, so let's go. Already, it's just feeling very romantic, cinematic. The score is very big picture, like a studio movie kind of drama, old school, Gone with the Wind or something, which kind of implies the era, but also too, I know that from, we have the barn doors opening. We're back at the farm, baby. Except it looks fresh and new. Wow, it's interesting. It's really cool. Pearl was a very dynamic character in the first one. She was an interesting antagonist. And because of her age, I feel like for me, that's where, if any empathy was coming towards her character, it was purely because of what happens with age and how that's out of her control and just the grief that comes with that. So to see her at this age, and I know she's going to be just as cuckoo, is all that empathy going to be lost? I don't know. So I'm eating some Trader Joe's popcorn. If you're wondering, if you see me eating at any point, sorry, I'm hungry. Very Maxxxine. We see that Pearl thinks that she's destined for bigger things and she shouldn't be perhaps doing these basic farm life duties. I mean, the font for these credits too, super like, old-timey movie. It's nice to see Mia Goth as an executive producer on this. And right away, how we're seeing her pick up that pitchfork. We love the tie-in references.
Y'all see me for who I really am? A star. What are you doing in here, Mr. Goose?
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
It's just dancing, Mom. It's selfish is what it is. With all the farmhands gone, I can't do everything around here myself.
I wonder how old Pearl is supposed to be here. Is she a teenager? Is she kind of a young adult, I suppose?
Says the Allies have taken control of France.
You can read it after supper. I don't want to hear about any more dead Germans tonight. O Lord, and these are gifts which we are about to receive from thy bounty through Christ our Lord.
Growing up, I used to have to say that prayer at dinners sometimes with grandparents.
But one thing this war has made clear is that I cannot wait to return home and begin our life together. Your loving husband, Howard.
Okay, so she's already married to Howard. She did mention in X that her husband had served in World War I and II.
Remember to cover your face. God forbid sickness returns to our home.
It's so hard, having gone through pandemic times, watching something like this now, to not think about that and to think this came out in 22. I wonder if this was filmed during that stuff, which made it convenient because it looks like all these actors, well, they are in the town square. A lot of these actors are wearing masks, so it's like, was that a convenience? Did they incorporate that to make it easier for filming? Like, I don't know. I don't talk about this a lot, but my background is in dance, so it's always interesting to see different decades of dance and how much technique and stuff has changed. Because at first watching those dancers, I'm like, they don't really, by today's standards, look technically that good. And then they fling their leg open, it's like, woo, and it's like, okay, that was the criteria.
Oh, future Tiller girl. I can see it now.
I wish.
From what you just saw. Knock on this door. I'm always here, and well, I can run the pictures as much as I like.
Oh no! It's also very Wizard of Oz. Just her blue aesthetic with her brown hair. Now she's going up to the scarecrow. She's dreaming of her Oz, getting out of her small town farm somewhere over the rainbow, Yeah, that scarecrow is particularly creepy. I think it's the nose. The face is like too humanistic. Too much. Taking it too far. I'm married! Oh, classic Pearl. Doesn't know how to understand her temptations. She's still wearing the hat. Oops.
Found it along the road.
Do not bring it inside. It may be covered in germs.
Her mother's such an angry woman.
I saw a new picture today. There's no room for even the tiniest lack of precision in a troop like that.
Which is ironic because I was just saying they look pretty messy. Jeez. There's an abusive relationship of some sort happening here. It's weird. And like, oh no, don't. Is she gonna? Okay. I thought she was gonna like kiss him or something. Either way, she's just such a manipulative person. It's weird that she's bathing in front of him, first off. Like, I get that there's a parental relationship, but she's a grown woman, like a married woman. That's weird to me.
Please, Lord, make me the biggest star the world has ever known, so that I may get far, far away from this place.
Ooh, shooting star. Maybe her wish will come true, but from what we know, I don't think so.
There's a dance audition this Saturday at our church, but you can't tell a soul.
I would never.
Splendid. It'll be our secret.
Here's her chance.
Charlie, this could be it.
Oh, cows are so cute. Uh-oh. I think she's stealing one of Mama's outfits.
Pen!
It's a good outfit, good outfit. It sucks though. She's having to live like she's some teenage kid or something. It's kind of ridiculous. I don't know what stops her from just being more, not really defiant, but just speaking up for herself and saying, Mom, I'm an adult. I can, but she's not bringing in the money though. I don't know. Yeah, it's complicated. She is living in her mom's house, I guess. Yeah, it's tough.
There's a dance audition coming up at the church.
I don't let anything stand in your way.
That's pretty cool. Interesting that he lives in the projection room.
Do you live in here?
I'll lay my head on that pillow from time to time.
I'm nervous it's going to be profane.
Never seen anything
Yes, it
like that
is.
before now, have you? Seeing people as they truly are.
Wow, it's
I
just
like
super
reality.
dirty.
Well, sure it is. There's a road right out front there that'll take you all the way to New York City.
One day my mother and father will be gone. I can do what I want then.
What if that's too late? You only get one take at this life. And if you don't make the most of it when you're young, you don't get a second chance.
He's not wrong, but something about his influence feels ominous.
The arts are so much more alive in Europe. You can be whoever you want to be there.
Really?
You could even be in pictures like this. I know, I'd watch you.
Yikes. Yikes.
Pearl? What are you doing?
I'm killing Daddy. I feel like she's gonna kill her parents. I'm pretty sure. Her dad, it's gonna be easy. But her mom, I feel like it's gonna escalate to some sort of conflict. She stole one of the eggs. I'm not really sure what kind of egg that is, though. Jeez. It's pretty jacked. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a stereotype, but she's first that we've seen really being the most cruel to animals, you know? I don't know if that's accurate, but in stereotyping psychopathy, that tends to be a trait.
How is it you find our life so beneath you? You've always had a roof over your head, food in your belly. Do you not think that came at great sacrifice from your father and I?
That is a lot for some people. But as parents, that also seems kind of like the bare minimum.
If I go to this audition and I don't get picked, then I'll come home and I'll never speak of it again, I swear.
I've seen the things you've done in private. You believe no one is watching.
Oh, dear God.
Take it! That's what you really desire, isn't it? Perhaps I should kill him for you.
Jeez. Okay. I was like, ooh, she sees something in Pearl. Maybe she's secretly the protagonist in this. But it's like maybe her behavior has caused Pearl to be like this too. A little bit of both. Nature, nurture. I don't know.
What more do you want?
I just don't want him to block you, is all.
Jeez, such a burn. Not the right time to say that, Pearl. She's gonna like accidentally kill her mom. Yeah, light her on fire. Dang, that came up. Oh God, is that boiling water? Oh dear. Okay, well she helped her mom, but now her mom, yeah, has like severe burns. Oh yeah, she's done for. He's like, oh, dear God. Man, she just left her dad sitting there. I don't know if that's even more cruel to do to him. I don't know. I knew it. I wish I would have called it out. I was like, that mom's face is going to be jacked under the mask.
Where are you going? It's not even 6 a.m. yet.
I have to practice my routine. I need to be perfect for my audition today.
What is she driving home to, is the question. Oh, yikes. Oh, he's still sitting there. Damn.
Daddy, I'm so sorry. This is my father.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
He's probably like, this is weird.
What was that?
Nothing.
I watch with subtitles and it's interesting. We really don't know this guy's name, I don't think. It just says projectionist. Oh gosh. Okay, here's my prediction. He's gonna discover the mom, or at least this whole dining room scene, and then she's gonna like kill him, or Pearl's gonna maybe kill him.
It's our dog. She made a mess in the kitchen while I was away, so I put her in the root cellar.
What's its name?
We don't have a dog.
Duh.
What did I do wrong?
Nothing. Calm
No!
I mean, honestly,
Why are you
like-
leaving me if I didn't do anything wrong? I don't understand. I thought you liked me!
I do like you. I just...
Tell me the truth!
Very Kathy Bates Misery. Here we go.
Here! I'm not staying on this farm!
Wow. Yeah, she really went from like a 30% cuckoo to like 100% in a very short time period. Not even 30. She was at like 50.
Let's get you cleaned up.
She's all covered in blood. He's like, oh, what the... Jeez, it's like that existence for the time period too, for him to be stuck like that, so isolated. They're not even turning a radio on, no music, there's no TV, obviously. I mean, honestly, at this point, she's psycho, but like his existence is miserable. What I was thinking earlier, though, I think like whatever, it's pretty obvious, but like her introducing the projectionist to her dad and then being like, okay, let's go upstairs, and her dad's in such a poor state, it's like very not the mood. if I was in his situation and she was questioning me, I might have just been like, oh yeah, you know what, meeting your dad kind of put me down, but I'll get over it. I'll see you soon or whatever. Like, I would have made up some excuse maybe.
Rumor has it they may only be taking one gal per town. Well, if it's not me, then I hope it's you.
So I have seen the clip of her dancing in the red dress, but I'm curious to see how that context plays out, if that's what she's actually doing or if it's some sort of dream or how this audition is about to go. They seem to like it. But this is quite the dream sequence, so I don't know what's really happening. I wonder who choreographed this. I want to see in the credits. Hopefully they credit them. It's awkward. At first it was like, oh, well, there's actual choreography. But
it's gonna be a no.
Yeah. 'Cause it's delusional.
But we already have plenty of gals like you in the troupe. We're looking for something different today. You know, more younger and blonde.
Oh, gosh, her friend's gonna get it. Or her sister-in-law.
I'm a star.
Come on, I'm sorry.
I'm a star!
I'm a star!
She's just born in the wrong time period. Or she just doesn't have the hustle. Make yourself a star. Don't be relying on other people to tell you you're a star. Holy mackerel. It's like so cringy. We don't know yet if Misty got it. If Misty tells Pearl right now that she got this gig, she's dead.
I'm worried there may be something real wrong with me and Mitzi.
Howard's your husband. Shouldn't be afraid to tell him how you feel. Practice on me first then.
Okay. I killed my mom and dad and the guy I slept with. And, yeah.
Go on, get it all out.
Really?
Yes.
Good luck. For mental health back then, it's still stigmatized today. So for even back then, it's like she doesn't even know the words to associate, to articulate how she's feeling.
All my life I've wanted off this farm and you were my ticket out. I made sure to never let you see who I really was. You just wanted to stay here on our farm and that made me so angry.
Oh, it's the grass is always greener, you know?
I was even pregnant with your baby. I love the feeling of it growing inside me.
Her voice throughout this monologue is more Pearl from X.
I was so relieved when it died. What is wrong with me? Please just tell me so maybe I can get better. I don't want to end up like Mom, or I want to be dancing up on the screen like the pretty girls in the pictures.
She needs a hug and therapy.
I'm exactly what Mama said I was, weak. I don't know why. What did I do? Why was in my family like yours? I hate what it feels like to be me.
This has been a long take for kind of a while, this shot. It's cool.
Awful, murderous things. I regret them now, but I liked how they felt. I wish I didn't, but I did. At first, it was only animals smaller than my...
Oh, there it is.
I can be who you want me to be. If you just stay with me. I can't be all by myself anymore. It's too hard.
She's such a good actress. She's such a good actress. My sister, like, what do you say to that? She's still there. I'm surprised she's still there, kind of.
Are you frightened of me?
No.
Thank you. I'm happy for you.
Good. Oh, she's not out yet. I was going to say, just good playing with it, you know.
For getting the part.
Yeah, did she?
In Dad's troop, you deserved it.
I didn't get the part.
It's okay.
But Pearl,
Yeah, I don't think she got the part. Because earlier she was like, oh, Mom would be so, they'd kill me if the only thing I brought home was a germ. Like, as in, the only, like, I didn't even get the part.
yes,
Oh, wait, what?
it's gonna be real swell.
Or she's just playing along.
Dancing around the state. Hope you can come see this show sometime.
I don't think she got it. I don't think she did. Uh-oh, Pearl's getting mad.
You're not gonna say anything, are you?
No.
If she is lying about having the job, you'd say, you know what? I can talk to the director and get you in the show or something like that. Like, I don't know. Just keep it cool, keep it pleasing. Run. I think Mitzi's dead.
Help! Help me!
They didn't walk home, did they? I thought she had like a bicycle or something. Great classic. Oh, Mitzi. She was doing okay so far trying to get out of that situation, but she really could have finessed that a lot better. No way this mom is still alive. Oh my god, the skin stuck in the hair. That's nasty. Oh my gosh. She's like feeding the part. Oh, dude. Okay, I can't show any of this. That's nasty.
Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts, which we are about to receive.
How does Howard stay with her? I don't understand. Like, does he know she killed his sister? Is he even going to enter the picture here? Is he going to walk home into this? Like, what? Where does Howard come into play? That's what I want to know. I don't think Howard's going to know he killed his sister. Because Misty, was hiding the fact from her parents that she was going to the audition. So no one really knows where she went. So it's like the perfect cover. But you would think if you were Howard, you would question like, Pearl killed all these people and then my sister also mysteriously disappeared.
Pearl?
He actually does kind of look like the actress who played Mitzi. Oh, dude, no way he really is walking in on this.
I'm so happy you're home.
That's the end? Is she gonna stand there smiling for like the next 2 minutes? What the heck? Gosh, her face. What's happening? She looks crazy. Oh my gosh. This is so like funny. Her eyes, she's like starting to cry. It's nuts. Yeah, she is starting to cry. How did you do that? That's so crazy. Oh my gosh, she's so nuts. Okay, we're into post-production credits at this point, and I'm very shocked. I'm not that shocked. I don't think I've seen any credits for choreographers. I might even rewind to see if they did the dancers or credited the dancers. I don't think there was a credit. That's horrible. Unless I'm missing something, but I just kind of rewound again. That's really disappointing. I never knew the subtitle before. I guess this movie's technically called Pearl, an Extraordinary Origin Story. Good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I don't know that I was blown away by it. If anything, like the star of this is Mia Goth. Her performance is really incredible. Her range and just her ability to, portray such an unusual yet so familiar sort of character is really like incredible. Yeah, that's what's weird about this movie, is in a similar sense, is that this story doesn't feel that new in a lot of ways. It's very poor girl wants to be famous girl story. I don't know. It's gypsy. It's even kind of like the dream girls, the wanting to be in the limelight. Like I mentioned, even in a more simplistic, literal sense, The Wizard of Oz very visually ties into this film, and of her wanting to be somewhere over the rainbow, somewhere better. So in that sense, this story feels very familiar. And then it's just layered with a nice weight of gore. So I guess the question is Maxxine in this third film, is she on the path of Pearl? Because it's quite literally the same dialogue and it's the same characteristics. And she's kind of at that pinnacle point in her life of that Pearl was kind of facing in that young adulthood of being put through extreme circumstances that, you know, Maxxine ended up having to shed blood in X. So now where is that going to lead her in her future? So I am curious to see Maxxine and just see how this sort of storyline character arc, where it leads to. I thought the visual effects were awesome. All of the special effects, even those close-up shots of like her cutting off Misty's head at the end, or a lot. I mean, if anything, I think the thing that looked the fakest, which was fine, was when she was holding the goose after she had killed it. Something about it looked really fake, which honestly is, I don't know, it wasn't in a bothersome sort of way. I just kind of, right away when I see animals and horror, I know, oh my gosh, PETA and like, you know, the Humane Society and whatever, they're going to be on this. Or if the production was smart enough, they had them involved with it, which clearly they had the Humane Society or whatever involved as credited, that no animals were harmed in the making of this film. Great. We love that. That's necessary. So but just seeing the like beak and stuff, I don't know, it just didn't come across to me as super realistic. And then we get to the human stuff elements, I'm like, dang, that looks gnarly. It was good. Yeah, Pearl is an interesting, I guess, just character study. Yeah, and for some reason in this movie, their pursuits are so different, but something about their personality types is very similar, of Pearl versus Annie Wilkes. Just the sort of like obsession, I suppose, that they both possess. I will say, while Annie Wilkes has extreme highs, Pearl does not, but she does have like a youthful optimism about her, a fantastical sort of like dancing in the barn and like fantasizing a lot about who she is and what she could be. And then when that is threatened or questioned, or she's feeling judged in any sort of way, it just attack mode. And I feel that in Annie Wilkes too, that when something flips where it's not going her way, there is like a fierce offense. I thought the most powerful scene to me was when she was giving her monologue in the kitchen with Misty. That long take was really just incredible, but it gave us a more deeper insight into what Pearl is actually feeling. It made us aware that she had had a pregnancy that had failed, which is really sad, but she is just truly like a deeply, deeply selfish, self-centered person. And the only version of empathy that we ever see from her is something that is still like self-serving to herself, whether it be like her relationship with the animals, and really the animals give her someone to perform to. They give her like a setting for escapism, and they're cute, and like they're providing something to her most of the time. And like the goose, if they're not, or they just bug her, then they're gone. And then her father, I think there's a sense of regret. I wouldn't even say regret, but after the fact, she kind of expressed some remorse of like, Daddy didn't deserve that. But I don't think that she really cares about that. She's just kind of reflecting and acknowledging that he had never oppressed her in any sort of way like the mom did. But that's purely because I don't know how long he was in that state for, but at least in what we saw, like he could not vocalize to talk back to her or put himself in a position where he was a threat to Pearl. Because even when he was fine and like nothing was going on, she was like toying, she was just like playing with his, she was just asserting her dominance and like control over him and like, I could kill him if I wanted to. Or like, I wonder if he feels this pain. Like just, that twisted sort of cynical control. And if anything, he always felt like a burden to her in that when they're sitting down for dinner, she's finally going to eat. And then the mom's like, you need to feed him. Like, hello. And it's like, okay. Like things that seem basic and like you would want to do for someone you love who's in that position, it seems like a burden to her all the time. Only once he's out of that position and no longer a burden and whatever, then she can be like, oh, he didn't deserve that. Like, I don't know. It's so phony. It was really nice to see, or just so like cool, the opening of the film, seeing the farmhouse presented through those same barn door gates, all fresh and bright and colorful. But my brain is still lingering on Howard's character arc, which I don't imagine we'll ever really get. It's kind of just fill in the blank yourself sort of thing. But what a horrific sight to come home to. And then to see an ex that he's just sort of tolerant, if not participatory in Pearl's chaotic actions. Because what makes him so devoted to her that it would get to that point? But I suppose it's like a gradual escalation. But from what they're showing us, it's not. So I don't think it's meant to be taken that literally, I suppose. But you know me, I like to analyze everything. But based off of what they've presented, I'm like, I don't really get why he's with her still. In X, at least, I think the costumes were really awesome. I mean, I've seen in the years since this has come out, the Pearl, either the overalls or the red dress, they're just so iconic, like very striking, bright colors. They're really beautiful. I think overall, yeah, just like the costume design is really awesome for all the characters, for Misty, for the mom. Like they feel very, this is obviously, it's like a period piece, but they're still theatrical in a way that they're very nice to look at. This is a very nice movie to look at. Yeah, I don't know that I have much more to comment about the movie. I think I would have liked something maybe a little bit more surprising to have happened in the story. I think overall the story was like fairly predictable, which is fine. Like it was still a good movie. And to be fair, like I had mentioned, I'd seen a few little clips through social media leading up to this. Now that I've seen it, I don't think the clips I'd seen really gave away too much of the plot. I guess I had seen her like dancing on stage. I'd seen her yelling at the projectionist. I can't remember. I think I might have actually seen that she killed him. I don't remember. But that's kind of it, actually, I think. I didn't know anything about her. Oh, and I think maybe in a trailer I'd seen something about the scarecrow. Not that that's a plot point or anything, but I didn't know nothing about her parents. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know anything about their parents. I didn't know anything about Misty. I didn't know anything about I don't know, honestly, that's like kind of it. I feel like not a ton happened in this movie. But again, it's more of just like a character study of seeing like where she's at mentally and how it escalates. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. So I don't know when I'm going to see Maxxxine. Maybe I'll catch it in theaters and make a video just talking about what I thought about it. Or maybe I'll wait for it to come to streaming and do a reaction. Not really sure yet, but let me know your thoughts on Pearl. We love Mia Goth. And I'll see you next time.